unites people. Armies. Gold. Flags. Stories. We're in the great game now. And the great game is terrifying.
Hello, thank you guys for coming. We've got YaGaa from UTB and Quincy from HIW, ex-HIW player who is now UTB as well. So I'll let you introduce yourself if you want.
I don't think there is much to say.
YaGaa, the strong AC leader of UTB, the badass of all badasses.
Yeah, and many other things, but let's not mention it.
Quincy, anything to say?
Yeah, Baba Yaga to me means the killer of the boogeyman. So he's like even scarier than the boogeyman.
Baba Yaga is a boogeyman in Russian legends or something.
That's cool. Yeah, that's how I take it. But even one scarier than that is how I think of him.
Okay, so we'll have a review of our two matches. I don't have a video for the second match. It was the 6th of the Alliance Conquest season, and I didn't attend, obviously. Will you like to say something about HIW, Quincy, before we start watching the video?
Yeah, well, so to set the table, HIW is not a well-known tag in the community, and that's because it's a merge between two alliances for UC, and we actually merged for AC as well. Both teams had trouble fielding a lot of castles, so we merged for the entirety of the AC and UC event from WDC and SIN.
Okay, so UTB has a similar story. We've had a merge right before the AC season with the BMF guys, and we'll see them in the AC match, but not in the UC one because they've left just before the UC season. Is that right, Papa?
I think it's the same for us as well. Like Meow and Ro.
Yeah, for the AC season and UC.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to start the video. I guess you guys already watched it, right? Right?
Yeah.
Of course, I watch all of your videos. They're amazing.
Oh, sure.
Anything that has my alliance's tag in it, I'm watching for sure.
Yeah, and you've got some nice guys and strong players in HIW or WDC. Oh, I was playing Alberton's account because he couldn't play it. So, yeah, I was pretty badass in this match. I remember it. Did you guys have a plan before the match started, Quincy?
Yeah, we always have a plan, and you know, when we knew that we were matched up with UTB, we knew we were up against a pretty serious foe, and it's mostly because a handful of us. I guess I didn't mention this before, but myself and 4 or 5 other players in the HIW alliance in this match, we had helped UTB in previous UCs, so we're very familiar with how Baba runs his matches. And that's not to say it gave us an advantage. It made us scared because we knew it was so good.
Yeah, right. Only Baba doesn't know it.
Yeah,
We-
true.
We always tell him that he's great at it, and he says he's not. But okay, you can fool yourself, Baba. I think we've had all the buildings a start, right? Oh no, except the outpost, which I've taken. And show the report because this guy was pretty strong and I was facing only 1.56 million troops. That's why I won. He is pretty strong.
Yeah, Unpredictable is a very strong player. He has 2 main castles that he plays with. And what we know him for is really innovative lineups. He does like sometimes 3 troop lineups, 2 troop lineups, and single troop lineups. And then he's got all these cool dragon skills and all these cool synergies with his commanders that he chooses to. Very creative player.
So the match was pretty, can we call it easy, Baba? Can we call this match an easy one?
Yeah, because we had like our full numbers before the last nerve leave or something. So we were really in a good shape that time.
Yeah, it was the second AC match.
Yeah,
We had a plan, we were all together, the strategy was going perfectly, the racers were fast. Yeah.
yeah, and we were still trying the new skills. Like we tried rally size at that game the first time, and we kinda missed it for half of the game. Like we didn't use it in the best way. So it was really good and smooth.
I did say it was an unbalanced matchup because you guys had less power, but it's how the game works, so
And from our perspective, 77 castles in the match was pretty good turnout for us. The most we ever had show up was 84 castles. So 77 was okay. I can't recall the match time of this particular match. It might have caused less people to be able to show up.
all our AC matches were 19 GMT except the 6th one, when you
Right.
chose the 1 a.m. And
Yeah, and we do prefer the 1. Yeah, the 19 would have been problematic for some of the players in HIW.
yeah, was a 19 GMT. The perfect time for us though. So, and the max number of players we've had, Baba, was it 94 or something? 97 could be.
Last season we had 98, but this season we never reached the 90 or something.
Okay.
Like we still need to do some rebuild and remove some inactive and this stuff. It will take some time, but I think we have a very good core playing together at the moment, like 70 or 75 or something. Maybe 80 with Quincy and Smigol, Velo, all others who joined us now. So I think it shouldn't take much time for the next season.
Where did you play last season, Quincy?
Yeah, last season I helped UTB, but I didn't spend very many speed ups, so you probably didn't see my name on the rankings very high.
That's sneaky. Okay, let's see the remaining of our match. Didn't disband at 80,000 points because we needed the points for the ranking, but we usually do disband on this kind of matches.
We were trying to like keep our spot in UC and get some more extra points. Like each 1 key point you get 10 points in the world ranking, so that's why we didn't disband anything. Even so, I would love to help them as we did before.
And we always appreciate the sportsmanship. We try to do the same thing when we're on the winning side.
Okay, so the second match was the 6th of AC season. I didn't play it, it was 1 a.m. I don't usually play that time. And the second match of UC, we've had HW again. Just to mention, this video is participating in a chronicler contest right now, and it's doing really well.
I remember I ducked you guys one match. I don't know if I didn't mention that before, but one of these matches I knew that we weren't going to do very well, and so I decided to take a vacation that day with my family instead.
Oh, you saw us and got scared. Just admit it.
I know, yeah, I was, yes. I knew how it was going to go, and I was like, I don't want to spend my speed ups on that.
Okay, so this match was played at 20.
So this is the match that we had more castles than you guys, because we had the preferable time.
Yeah, It was like
I think this is
middle 9.
the second match of UC.
Yep.
So we played in the other time, I think 22 or something. We lost the swap on Temple of Mothers this game, right?
That was when Unpredictable sniped it, didn't he?
Shadow Mage.
Mage.
Yeah. Okay, Spy 1 CR. We've got pretty good racers, right, Papa?
You and the Bokna, I think, is the best now.
Yeah. Buffney is really good at racing as well, and I like to brag when I beat him to it. Quincy,
Well,
Hey, I made an appearance.
Wow,
Look at the straight talk.
that's you. Oh.
Quincy, who was the shot caller in these matches?
A multitude of them. So during AC, a WDC guy named SW started shot calling the first match. And then we had a WDC member, Eddard Stark, who shot called for us in the second match. And then some Sin folks did it. The Mad King and Durkham both were shot calling. So it wasn't, I guess that would be one sort of, I haven't talked about our strategy and our strengths and weaknesses that I've noted as a part of that merge, but we had 4 different shot callers and there were 4 different methods, their own method, and that's why everyone at UTB kind of rallies around Baba. He's does a great job and he's always around, so it's not like you have to switch in other people all the time to try to play his role.
We did switch, Quincy. We did for a couple of matches in AC. It was Anthea that led the matches. This defense was our worst defense in the whole season, because if you watch this closely, I did watch it several times. I am a bad defender because my stats are not that great, but I didn't get reinforced that much.
That would have been one of the better timings that we had from our side too. Gibo is from WAO, and he joined up with HIW just for this season, just to help.
I even asked him to join us, but he said it's a bit late because he gave his word. After that match, he regretted. Yeah.
For UC, you mean? For the 6th
Yes.
match in AC, okay. Well, maybe he'll join for the next season. Oh, I've had so much fun doing the video in this part. Because I was the one to take one of the mines. Did HIW have good racers, Quincy? I'm not talking about the matches you guys had with us, but in other matches.
In general, we had pretty good racers. I would say Shadow Mage is one of the best that came from HIW. I myself am not a good racer. We would open each match with HIW, AC and UC. We would open each match with Shadow Mage racing to the Mother, and then I would slow march the Mother. That was our strat for the Mother anyway. I would never be needed for my slow march because he would always grab it. He was the only one from so we, when you have 2 camps that are merged together, you tend to refer to each team, right? And so it would be like, okay, Sin is going for these 2 and WDC people are going from these 2. So the Sin racers that were going for the Mother, I couldn't name them. But then Shadow Mage was the only WDC one that would race for it. But a handful of Sin players would race for Mother at the beginning, yeah.
Okay, so we've taken the other mine, and I guess we just disbanded, right?
Yeah, I think on 80 something we disbanded.
Yeah. And I guess that's it. UTB wins against HIW on both matches and loses the 6th AC season match, the one we played at 1 a.m. Thank you for watching, and we'll see each other another time. Goodbye.